Sports psychology is one of the most neglected field in my country. It is so interesting that many sports person come to us and they say the results which they are giving in trial, practice, they are not able to give the same results in competition. When you are in a competition, you have a nervousness, you have a high level of anxiety, which we call it a pre-competitive anxiety. You will never be able to do well. There is a research which says 1/6 of the total training should go into a mental training. If you are doing a 6 hours training in a day, which includes physical fitness, physical training, and a technical strategic training, out of that, 1 hour should go into the mental training. There are specific sports psychologists for specific sports. For example, you take example of a football. The psychology of people who are in front, people who are in quarterbacks, people who are as a goalkeeper, they all have a different psychology. To understand, to diagnose the issues, then providing a right kind of a training program over the period, people will do excellent in performance. What is an edge which makes people a winner and a loser is a mental edge. If you have taken a training on sports psychology, you will never fail, especially because of anxiety, stress, tension, fear, worry, phobia, or any kind of a nervousness. One of the very important tests in sports psychology is the reaction time. This reaction time means how quick I am to respond. Assume that I'm standing on a starting line, waiting for a gunshot, and my entire thought process is on gunshot. And once the gunshot happens, I take off. Certain people will take 100 milliseconds, certain people will take 200 milliseconds. Both are normal. But to start with, you lost 100 milliseconds. There is an anticipation time. We judge how well you can anticipate. When you are putting a ball into the basket, it's through anticipation. When you are playing the badminton, when you think where exactly the shuttle is going to come, and then when you hit, is anticipation. Table tennis, anticipation. There is a decision-making time, how quick you can take decisions. Now, many people, they are not able to decide. Many people in a hockey or a football, they are taking a ball towards the D side, and then they need to take a decision. Now, what is the right time to pass the ball to another person? That's a decision. Am I good in making decision? I'm not talking about a right decision or a wrong decision. That's not a job of a psychologist. But how quick I am in taking decision. It is the mind which governs the body. Don't forget it. It is not the body which governs the mind. Mind always governs the body. Many people, when they are on a starting line or when they enter into the D in hockey or football, their heart rate goes up. We have seen players' heart rate going up to 110, 120. Obviously, they will not be able to perform that effectively if their heart rate is 90, 95. We give the training how to reduce the heart rate. In electromyography, how much muscles I make stress is kind of a putting attention onto my muscles. I get pains. And when I think in a badminton, I have to take this point. I have to. My thought process, I develop muscular tension into my arm. And when I say I have to, that flexibility is not there, that agility is not there, I'm going to lose that point. I measure on the electromyography how much stress you can put and how much you can relax your muscle in few seconds. And accordingly, we provide a training to the sports person how to relax your muscles. The skin temperature is my skin temperature. This is a reflection of my performance. If I have a skin temperature between 28 degrees to 32 degrees centigrade, I'll perform very well. Higher the temperature, better it is. When I am under stress or anxiety or high arousal, my skin temperature goes down. If it is between 25 and 28, probably I'm not going to do that very well. In case it is less than 25 degrees, I will never be able to perform that very well. One of the things which is respiration. 15 to 18 times is the norm by the medical technology. But sports person, when they are in a competition, we have seen they breathe at least 25 to 27 times. If we provide them, we put them onto a respiration training, how you can reduce your breaths per minute, that will be very, very effective. And we need to do that. Otherwise, people would be good in trials, but they may not be good in competitions. When they go to Asian Games, SAF Games, Olympics, they fumble. First of all, what kind of a brain waves is being dominated for most of the mental sports, mental games? We want a high level of alpha and theta. More you are going on to a theta, better the performance you are. If onto the power games, we want you to be high on a beta. Today we can assess that whether your brain waves are matching with the sports which you are playing. It may be possible your brain waves are entirely different than your performance, than the sports which you have chosen. So it is better that in case we choose the game as per my dominated brain waves. We need to provide sports physiology, which we call it exercise physiology, anthropometry, kinesiology, nutrition, and psychological support to the sports person. Only then we can expect, according to their capability and potentiality, they will deliver their best. Try relaxation therapy just for 3 to 5 minutes, 5 days in a week. See in 2 weeks where you are. Your performance will increase automatically. We call it sports psychology. Few people call it competitive psychology. It is same. Whether you provide through general relaxation, whether you provide through hypnosis, through autogenic training, through progressive muscular relaxation training, through visualization, and through mental imagery. There are many yogic techniques as well, like Yog Nidra. Many people have been trained on those kind of things. But it is important that we put the electronic gadgets to measure the responses. We have no idea that you will be responding to which kind of a mental training. There are probably 300 types of mental training and psychological therapies. But yes, in case you will be able to identify, 1, your issues, 2, if I can monitor that while providing the training, I will come to know which training you are responding you the best. And accordingly, we design and continuously monitoring your physiological processes, which is governed by the mind, and you will perform well.